The gap between the rich and the poor did not decrease rapidly as expected. The politics combined both the legislative and the political authorities. I expect a long and stagnant debate for a week or two on this issue. Please pass the handouts along to the rest of the people in your row. Please do not bring food into the classroom. It is good for the environment, also good for your bill. You can pay using cash or credit card. Your watch is fast. You need to reset it. A computer virus has destroyed all my files. All necessary information is in the assignment. All undergraduate students should participate in the seminar. All students and staff have access to printers and scanners. Allergy problems do run in the family, but we don't understand why. Anyone who has a problem with their accommodation should speak to the welfare officer. Being a student representative on the union really cuts into my study time. Conferences are always scheduled on the third Wednesday of the month. The context includes both the land history and the human history. Doing this research makes me think of the purpose of science. Don't forget to hand in your assignments by the end of next week. Elephant is the largest land-living mammal. Farmers do not always receive fair prices for agricultural goods. I believe children should read aloud more. I will be in my office every day from 10 to 12. I've got a tutorial in an hour and I haven't had any time to prepare for it. It's time to finalize the work before the Wednesday seminar. Journalism is the collection and publication or transmission of news. Meeting with tutors could be arranged for students who need additional help. More females than males graduated from universities last year. Most of the assignments should be submitted on the same day. Please finish all the reading chapters before the field trip. Put the knife and fork next to the spoon near the edge of the table. The residence hall is closed prior to the closing time of the academic building at the end of the semester. Sport is the main cause of traumatic brain injuries in the United States. The author expressed an idea that modern readers inevitably cannot accept. The current statistical evidence indicates the need of further research. The first few sentences of an essay should capture the reader's attention. The office opens on Mondays and Thursdays directly following the freshman seminar. The office said Dr. Smith will arrive later today. The recent study has thrown out the validity of the argument. The visiting professor is going to give a lecture on geology. The wheelchair lift has been upgraded this month. To receive the reimbursement, you must keep the original receipts. We offer a broad range of undergraduate and postgraduate courses. Conservation is the survival of future generation. Eating too much will do harm to your health. Globalization has been an overwhelming urban and urbanization phenomenon. I'm glad you got here safely. This small Indian state is a land of forests, valleys, and snowy islands. Would you pass the material textbook on the table? Physics is a detailed study of matter and energy. By clicking this button, you agree with the terms and conditions of this website. Student loans are now available for international students. Could you please pass the handouts along to the rest of the people in your row? The Arts magazine is looking for a new assistant editor. The trial is to increase the interest of the issue and the jurisdiction. She is an expert of the 18th century French literature. We are constantly looking for ways to bring industry and agriculture closer together. Higher fees make students think more critically about what universities can offer. The theoretical proposal was challenged to grasp. You can change your courses on the website during the registration period. We didn't have any noticeable variance between the 2 or 3 tasks. Today, we will be discussing the role of government in preventing injustice. The hypothesis needs to be tested in a more rigorous way. A renowned economist is selected to have a speech tonight at 8. The Student Service Center is located on the main campus behind the library. You can only choose one subject from biology and media. I would like tomato and cheese sandwiches on white bread and orange juice. Organic food is grown without applying chemicals and the process is without artificial additives. The minimum mark for distinction grade is no less than 75%. Nearly half of television outputs are given away for educational programs. Many undergraduate students go back home to stay with their parents after graduation. Negative discourse continues to be predominant in discussion of gender. All sources of materials must be included in your bibliography. There are a range of housing options near the university. Our School of Arts and Technology accepts applications at all points throughout the year. Students are competing for every place in the computer courses. I didn't agree with the author's argument, but his presentation was good. Expertise in particular areas distinguishes you from other graduates in a job interview. We want to attract the very best students regardless of their financial circumstances. The Genetic Biology Technology Lab is located at the north wing of the library. The hypothesis on black hole is rendered moot as the explanation of the explosion. In 1880, cycling became a major phenomenon in Europe. It is interesting to observe the development of language skills of toddlers. It is within the framework that we're making our survey. Don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions. The Generic Biology Technology Lab is located at the north wing of the library. Animals grow larger and stronger to help them to hunt better. As a student union member, we can influence the change of the university. It is good for the environment, also good for your electricity bill. We need to read the first 5 chapters to prepare for next week's tutorial. Companies are aiming to earn the money, not to change the society. We will study the following 2 pictures in the next lecture. Since the problems we face are global, we need to find the global solutions. Arteries carry oxygenated blood from the heart to other parts of the body. In 1830, periodicals appeared in large numbers in America. Fishing is a sport and a means for surviving. To answer such a complex question with a simple yes or no is absolutely impossible. If she doesn't speak the language, she's not going to sit around and wait for a translator. I don't like cheese and tomato sandwiches on white bread and orange juice. Children can share their lunch at around noon. Internet provides unusual opportunities for students and current events. In my free time, I would like to read current affairs and newspapers. Our capacity to respond to national needs will determine our ability to flourish. It is argued that students can learn more in collaborative rather than individual study. In this library, the reserve collection of books can be borrowed for up to 3 hours. Is the hypothesis on black hole rendered moot as the explanation of astrophysics? The bookstore is located on the main campus behind the library. The United States has developed a coffee culture in recent years. We are required to submit the assignment before Friday. You are required to submit the assignment before Friday. You can pay by cash or using a credit card. You should go to the reception to get your student card. Contemporary critics dismissed his idea as eccentric. A thorough bibliography is needed at the end of every assignment. In English, the first letters of the months of the year are always capitalized. The geographic assignment should be submitted by the midday of Friday. All applications of internship are available in the office. Ideally, free trade is beneficial to both trading partners. Only those who are over 18 years of age are eligible to open a bank account in our bank. The technician left the new microscope in the biology lab. The cafeteria closes soon, but the snack machine is accessible throughout the night. Any textual references you make should be cited appropriately in the bibliography. Applicants for the course preferably have a degree in English or journalism. I would like an egg and tomatoes on white sandwich bread with orange juice. Students should take advantage of the internet before attending the lecture. The university supplies a number of scholarships for those who have specific goals. Being a vegan means not consuming any animal products. Students can download the lecture handouts from the course website. If you want to receive the reimbursement, you must submit the original receipts. The books are filled with drawings of machines invented when he was a student. There won't be any space for me in the car. Those students have to retake the module if their marks are too low. You need to use a Bunsen burner and a test tube. To get further extension, you need to call the education executive on 401. The course comprises 20 hours of lectures, seminars, and tutorials each week. Please be careful when using internet sources. During an official ceremony, a memorandum of understanding was signed by the academic dean. If you forget your password, you need to contact the Student Center. The United States is the largest chocolate manufacturing country. Biographical information should be removed prior to the publication of the results. I would like the assignment less than 2,000 words. The library is located on the north side of the campus.